Well, welcome everybody to what I guess you'd call part 2 of the Megatruck build. Meanwhile, while in between the filming and whatnot, I went ahead and added this crossbar in here, and I actually polished up these a little bit. I did redo the cage a little bit, got a little more, I guess you'd say, straight. It seemingly was a little off. From what I noticed now with the way it is, if you set this down on it, it does sit a lot more on the straight side, which right now I'm just polishing the body down to get the chassis to fit on the edges a little better. But other than that, that gives you an idea what that looks. Also, another one of the mistakes I realized when I was filming, which I'll double check now anyway, was I had the frame way too close in, and I didn't catch a whole lot of what was going on. So we do have the frame out just a little bit more now. We'll go ahead and take it out just a little bit more there, and I'll raise this up just a tiny bit, and that should give us a full frame view. Now granted, it'll be a bit way out there, so you won't get the best close-up of everything I'm doing, but this way when I show things off, they'll be in frame rather than me having to stay so close. Which maybe I could just bump it in a little bit, but we're going to stay a bit higher up instead of as low as we were before. So also while I was taking the time to get everything set up here, I went ahead and made some pieces that I'm going to be using for shock towers in the back. And there'll be ones in the front as well. This is going to be the down bar, which I'm going to redo everything. I originally was going to do this is going to be shortened instead of this going here as it would if this was like a leaf spring truck. You'd have the shackle back here, and this would go to that point, and then the leaf spring would go up. And usually your main bar going down will end on top of the suspension point. Well, this is a Megatruck. Megatrucks don't really run leaf springs much anymore. At least the professional ones don't, that I noticed. They run coilover shocks. Well, to get the coilovers to get this to be realistic, where coilovers mount, we're little shock towers here. And the way that I made these have such sharp bends is, I'll have to show you up close here, is you actually, let's see if this actually focuses on it. It's probably not going to. No, figures it's not really going to focus on it. But what you end up doing is you basically cut notches into the coat hanger, and then you bend it to give yourself a nice sharp edge there. And then you'll later fill that in with JB Weld, so it'll go unnoticed as a cut in there when it's all painted, said and done. So still using the super glue as our agent to hold everything in place, which turned out to be really nice. So we're going to go ahead and set this up in the pliers here. And these are eyeballed. I probably should get them facing the right way, so when I grab them and throw them together, that they are facing the right way. That way the longer edge is in the right spot. And then we'll just dabble some glue on there and get these held in place before we do the actual makings of it. And I don't know if I'm actually going to be in frame when I do this, actually. I might be in frame, but hey. Still getting used to this filming thing. It's a little different, I give it that. I'm used to being the person operating the camera, filming things when I'm behind the camera, never actually in front of it filming stationary objects. I'm used to filming moving objects, motorsports wise, tractor pulls, stuff like that. That's what I'm used to doing, and now I'm filming. I knew that was going to happen. When I pressure turn this way, I make things a little bit easier, and don't get that all over my hands. If I was going to get that all over my hands, I'll be having some issues. This stuff is it's one of the only stuff I know that I've ever actually used that has held metal or something metal this easy. All I need to do is get that in position and maybe hold it with my hand here a little bit. Oop, it's sticking in the wrong spot. Well, that should hold where I want it to for now. I guess just to make sure of that, we'll add some dabs in there. Ooh, super shaky moment there. I'd like that to stay right there while the glue is still malleable to get that deal. And then we're going to take this. That's the long edge. Okay, so we're going to turn this way. And we're going to go ahead and go ahead and get the edges of this soaked up again with some super glue. Oop, that's not good. Actually, it's supposed to go that way. Actually, what I could do is go ahead and throw some there and throw some back in here. Hopefully I'm right on that distance. Okay, not even close. We're having some pretty rough luck on this one. The other problem is I have such a, these are, they don't automatically release, which would be really nice. I'm not sure where the pair is that does. Or this would be a lot easier. To actually hold into place and just let go. But unfortunately, it's a lot harder. Oh, dang nabbit. Alright, we might have to clean this edge up, because this one edge seems to be battling us here, and it's probably a little too sharp of an edge. So we're going to clean it up a little bit with the Dremel here. Oh, and over it goes. Well, if I glue my hands together, it'll make for something interesting, but we don't want to do that. I'd rather not be making any kind of weird trips because I glued my hands together. Ah, jeez, I tell you what, I'm not having any luck with this guy. The other one I got to work completely fine and many other stuff, but gee willikers. We are fighting it on this one. Well, it's still tacky, so maybe it'll hold. Every time I get it in position, it sticks to my finger and falls down. Maybe it's supposed to go this way. Oh, yeah. Huh. Good thing I made that change. Well, this should hold it pretty well in place there. And then we'll get a bar in the center to go across those two shock towers then. So that should be an okay design there. Like I said, we'll eventually have to get some JB Weld across them. This is just to hold them in place temporarily. More or less get them upright, because it is very difficult working with JB Weld and hoping to get it to hold, so. Now we have the shock towers in place, we'll have to make sure things don't hit back there on the body. Oh, and also while things were going on, the body, I smoothed out the inside here a little bit. A little rough getting there. I'm not using this. I should use the smaller drum. I was using a larger one for now. Actually, where is? Oh, there it is. I knew I saw it here, but use the smaller one probably a little later on. Come in here and finish off the smoothing of that, and then the same over here where the bed was cut out. We're going to smooth out that as well. So I think while that is taking its time drying, which I mean probably is dry already because it's a super glue, but we're going to go ahead and make some changes here, and we're going to we're going to change the drum. Should have some more them. And we're going to go ahead and take this apart. Definitely going to do this over the table because I don't know how many times I've almost lost this little screw. And his little washer as well. I also can't count how many times I've gotten these little drums actually stuck inside here. Alright. Screw that down. Alright, now to make a bunch of noise. A little warm. Another pad down. For the most part, we do have the wheel wells all shined up now. And cleaned up a bit, so they will be able to won't have any clearance issues where they hit, and they look a lot smoother and not nearly as bumpy in there now. Everything looks kind of smooth and uniform. So that makes that shape up a little nicer, and it'll get more cleaning done to it, that's for sure. But for the most part, right now, that's taken care of, and actually let's just curious here. That doesn't sit half bad actually on there. That's pretty even. On there actually, oh well, I mean the body's now hitting forward because it's not sitting completely where it should, but for the most part, that is pretty awesome where that sits. So I may have to go look at some mud truck things too, or the mega trucks, and cut the bed sides actually like they do, and knock the bed sides back to a point back here, and then leave them there. Might be really cool at that point to do that. So right now, that's where the chassis is heading, where the chassis and body are heading. We got the front to put together yet, and then should be in good position to get some more bars in. We'll go ahead and probably cut this down to size. And get that bar in place and cut one more as well. And then we'll go ahead and make up a batch of JB Weld. And that batch of JB Weld will go into place. Well now. Alright, so that piece should fit. Your little walk up there, this piece should fit right in here. Of course, a little bit longer than, maybe actually long enough. I might like where that lands. Yeah, I might have to go where that hits. I kind of like it. Have to make another one of those, and I might go ahead and just JB Weld up what we got so far here, so I don't get too far ahead to where I can't get in there and do anything with it. So we'll just make up another small batch here. Actually, you know, try to save on how much I make this stuff, so I might just go ahead and try to do as much as I can before. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the videos thus far. If you'd like to check out part 1, it's on the top left there. You can go check it out, see where it kind of started out from. If you'd like to check out the Space Engineers video I just posted as well, it's down there in the bottom right-ish, I guess you could say. And it's only a picture in here because, well, the frame rate differences between the Megatruck video and the gaming video play a big part in that. Also, if you'd like to check me out on Facebook, I have 2 pages, one for the creation side and one for the gaming side. I'll leave links in the description below. This video, by the way, is going to end up being a 2-parter. Throw this in there real quick. It'll be part 2A and part 2B. The original video ran 40 minutes long. Didn't really want to post the whole thing as one, so I'm going to split them up and whatnot and probably have a timer with me. But until then, I appreciate you watching everything, and I'll catch you in the next video.